I was bartending a wedding, and I distinctly remember the first customer who came up to me dropped a 20 in my still then empty tip jar and told me, "If you take care of me the rest of the night, I'll give you another one at the end." Instantly, this customer, who I had no idea, I don't even know his name to this day, had lured me in, caught my attention with this $20 bill. But as the night progressed, it was the ways that he intrinsically motivated me that I realized he was ensuring that he as the customer was given high quality service for the rest of the night. Dan Pink, motivational speaker and TED Talk presenter, argues that there are 3 key intrinsic motivators that will ensure higher productivity in the workplace. My TED Talk today argues that these 3 intrinsic motivators, actually used by the customer, will ensure a higher quality hospitality experience. These 3 intrinsic motivators are autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Autonomy, freedom in and empowerment of the workplace, the ability to be self-directed. This is something we as industry professionals all desire in any workplace, the independence and the empowerment to own the workplace that we're in. Studies show that the more autonomy you give your employees, the higher productivity there is. My argument, though, is that the more customers give employees autonomy, the greater a hospitality experience that will be delivered to them. If you as a customer come in and recognize that your employee professional has empowerment of the workplace, that it is their workplace that you are entering in, and you give them that respect, you will receive that respect back in a high quality service experience in tenfold. In my bartending example, through the rest of the night, I knew what the customer wanted. He made it very clear what his favorite drink was, but he also recognized that it was my bar. It was my workplace that he was entering in, and he respected and always recognized that I was really the one in charge of the workplace there. As a result, I was more eager to please and give that respect back to him. The second of these, mastery. Comprehensive knowledge or skill that amounts to a significant accomplishment. Again, as human beings, we all love to be recognized as an expert in any sort of subject. Hospitality professionals are very much the same way. It is our job to learn and know more about this environment than you as the visitor or the guest do. So the next time you walk into a restaurant or talk to your front desk agent at a check-in, ask them about their knowledge or their mastery of the local area, the cuisine, the waitress's favorite pie on the menu. Hospitality professionals will be more than willing to share this information with you. Additionally, it builds on this relationship, and the hospitality employees will be excited to share this mastery and give you a truly great hospitality experience. Back to my bartending example. This customer recognized that I ultimately, as the bartender, knew more about the drinks than he did. And although, again, he knew what drink he wanted, as the night progressed, he asked for different twists. He asked for recommendations for his friends or for himself, and really wanted to glean from the knowledge that I had as the professional, and as a result, I was able to deliver a highly quality experience for the rest of the night. Lastly, purpose. Why we do what we do. Every single human being desires to be part of a collection as a greater whole. This is seen in the way our societies are built and the way that we contribute to organizations or charitable causes. But purpose in the workplace is much harder to achieve. So how do you do this in a very transient experience, like buying a coffee from a barista at Starbucks, a drink from someone at the bar, or checking into a hotel? How do you give the employee purpose, especially when they desire it to make their menial tasks more meaningful? Well, my argument is you take advantage of that moment to build a slightly bigger relationship in that moment. Use the barista's name. Recognize that maybe they have kids. Ask them what their favorite part of the job is or what their least favorite part is. Take that moment to thank your waitress, again, by name. If you show that you're interested and invested in this transient relationship, but it's still meaningful and important to you, it will become more meaningful and important to the employees. And I guarantee you, from personal experience, if you as the customer give us that individualized attention, we will remember you and be sure to thank you in more than just words. Again, back to my bartending example. This customer was truly recognized that I was at the bar for the rest of the night, and he was able to talk to me about the drinks. He shared why he was at the wedding. He didn't just come, grab his drink, and leave. He recognized that I was a human being, and I was also wanting a rewarding experience from the work I was doing. And he gave that to me as a customer. And again, I made sure that he had a truly great hospitality experience in return. I think that this one example of bartending, or this experience that I went through, can be projected into any hospitality example as a whole. And my advice today to you as the customer is, if you use autonomy, mastery, and purpose in your interactions in a hospitality experience, it will be beneficial to both parties, and you will gain so much more than anyone else in the hospitality world.